And then frees us up to be able to send a team to prevent Ebola, to double down on our investments in things like
It's a lot easier to prevent a problem than fix a huge problem.
Vaccines mean? It means you're trying to prevent a disease. Well, there are a lot of ways
to put aside anything that prevents you from capturing that, from being what your heart tells you to be, from to prevent them from executing Stroman. Exactly.
That didn't seem to prevent the doctors from being frantic.
We're going to keep boosting our ability to prevent and detect and respond to outbreaks.
And what would you try to?
Try to prevent him from destroying the United States.
So you're going to.
The legitimate journalists, you know, they probably have rules that prevent that. So we opened this.
Again, because only by that awareness can we prevent this sort of thing from taking place in the future. Again, very powerful.
And there are enzymes that actually repair and prevent, it's actually an oxidizing.
These issues and prevent future ones. I'll be working with capital.
US government over their failure to act to prevent climate change. It's worth noticing that major change in the US has almost
they prevent people from engaging in trial and error, making mistakes and getting better. You follow the
things before they become big issues, so we could prevent it, whether people know or not know it.
On the other end, but if we can prevent it on the front end, then we're all better off. And that's a
we don't know how to prevent all cancers, but we know how to prevent one of the most important ones, which is lung cancer, for example.
It doesn't prevent the incentive to book profits. There'll still be an incentive to have profits. So
regulations that prevent new construction. Because if you have a nice home
who know them, and then they're so successful that they prevent another attack that people start feeling complacent again, and then they start.
Various pressures brought to bear on some of the disabled in our society today to prevent them.
Still, to stand up for and defend its newly found freedom and to prevent a return to totalitarianism. And I think that's a very important lesson.
They like it. It's forced savings for them. And what that does is prevent the capital from dissipating into the reciprocal altruism.
cancer, we're less likely to take precautions to prevent it, like putting on a hat or putting.
So yes, we can prevent them from getting sick. We can delay the onset of disease.
Collection of customs revenues to prevent European nations from moving.
And just to prevent getting any emails or messages about the blonde jokes, because some people.
And to resolve that and prevent it from ever recurring, I'd like to
expand the brain sport program at UCLA to prevent, study, and treat concussions.
And we can actually prevent incidents now before they even happened.
Now to prevent further destruction from being done to our Earth. Another group of participants.
The people who want to prevent these kinds of mass shootings from taking place.
In their documents was trying to prevent from growing. Well, this
nuclear weapon, and the best way to prevent that from happening is to control fissile material.
Designed for a special purpose, and that purpose is to prevent competitive depreciation.
That would prevent arrhythmias in people who've had heart attacks. These drugs were brought to market.
Power. No one can thwart him, no one can hinder him, no one can alter his plan, no one can prevent him from doing what he wills.
We're going to try to prevent the emergence of secret detention facilities. We want to make sure that
it's needed